It's a lovely night for some Chao racing. I'm Joe Ring, joined as always by Chao Aikman. We've got a great game ahead of us, but first, let's take a look at some of the top stories in the league this week. First off, some bad news for Cogmeyer, who will be sitting out the race tonight due to a tummy ache. We've also got a controversy concerning veteran racer Ride the Lightning Anthony, who was caught earlier this week with Chao-enhancing drugs, apparently purchased off the black market. They've been suspended pending investigation, so they too will not be racing tonight, and may face a hefty fine. We'll keep an eye on that developing story for you, but now let's introduce the Chao that will be racing on this lovely Monday night. First up is Tadpole from the Hero Garden. They're a great swimmer, as we all know, but they've had trouble recently when it comes to turning corners efficiently. Here's a look at the route they took at the end of the Diamond course lately. Now, ideally you want to take the sharpest cut inwards, but it's the end of the race, they're in the red zone, the Chao are tired, and they don't always consider their best option. We'll see if Tadpole has made any adjustments there. Next up, we've got Jupiter from the Dark Garden. Usually racing as part of a team with other Dark Chao, this will be their solo debut. Jupiter is great at flying, but where they struggle is with the Jack-in-the-Box puzzle featured in both the Onyx and Diamond courses. Take a look at this replay from last week's team race. Jupiter and his fellow Dark Chao pretty much lose the race just as it starts, going down to the Jack-in-the-Box and allowing the Hero Chao to take an early lead, which they did maintain to the finish line. Since then, Jupiter has been seen attending classes to try and sharpen their puzzle-solving skills. Let's see if it makes a difference. Our third Chao needs no introduction. Clover from the Casino Garden. By far the favorite among the bookies to win tonight. Clover has the most experience on the racetrack, having reincarnated over a dozen times, so they know their stuff. No real weaknesses except maybe visibility with that pod on their head. And last but not least, we've got a newcomer to the professional circuit. They don't have a racing name yet, so we'll just call them Rookie. Just graduated from preschool with high marks in sharing, eating, and napping. Will those skills translate to the racetrack? We shall see. So those are the four competitors. They'll be racing on the Diamond course tonight, which will test all skills to some degree, but running and swimming are going to be especially important, so factor that in when placing your bets. Speaking of bets, let's go over to our house fortune teller for her predictions about how tonight's race might pan out. That prediction was creepy as always. Thank you so much for that. And now, one more time, here are the stats of the Chao side by side. We're about to get started here. The racers have already lined up in the pens. Looks like Clover is getting some last-minute rest in, possibly jet-lagged from the time zone difference between the gardens. And they're off. Clover's wide awake now. You know, Rookie is one of the fastest puzzle solvers out there, but that speed comes at a price. And so it looks like only Tadpole will get away from this puzzle unscathed. And we've got a big trip from Rookie there. They were slow to get up, but it looks like they're okay. Could just be the nerves getting to them on their first race. But now they've got their work cut out for them, as the Chao ascend the cliff and get ready for the eating competition. I hope these Chao are hungry. This is where the power stat comes into play. I see a lot of good two-handed grips here, which is exactly what you want to be doing. Big third fight here, and all four racers have now joined the Clean Plates Club and are moving on. Tadpole is still in first place, and they are looking to extend that lead in the swimming section here, where they are strongest. The other three Chao are neck and neck, as they race towards the matching puzzle. quick shout out to the sponsor of this race, Chao Yoda. Chao Yoda, let's go places. Almost here at the puzzle, we'll see what it contains. And... oh no! It looks like there are only 3 round fruit available. That's not going to be enough for all the racers, so someone is going to get bopped in the head, and it looks like that someone will be Jupiter. You hate to see it, but that is the game. You know, this is why more and more Chao are opting to wear helmets, like Clover, since it just gives that extra protection in case you wind up in a situation like this. Ouch! We've got a trip from Tadpole here, and they will lose the lead for the first time this race. And now Rookie leads the pack going into the final swimming portion of the course. Clover is in third, not far behind, and Jupiter is as distant as their namesake. Tadpole reclaiming the lead here thanks to their strong swimming stat. I believe Rookie is a faster runner than Tadpole, so this may be a very close finish. Not the best corner turn from Tadpole. Rookie does a bit better, and now they are right on Tadpole's tail as we head into the final stretch of the race. It's all gonna come down to this. Let's see what Tadpole does. It's a terrible cut to the right, and Rookie drives straight forward. Oh my heavens, they have both fallen into the traps. Clover, out of nowhere, takes the lead and the win. It's a come-from-behind victory for the luckiest Chao in the league. What a spectacle. Jupiter still finishing the race, and let's see... oh, they fall victim to a hole as well. Insult to injury. But at least they finish the race. Congratulations to Clover on their victory. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for more action racing.